Talk Ava. Learn English with confidence.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Talk Ava, your place to practice real English through real conversations. My name is Dave.
And I'm Ava. We're really glad you're here with us today. If you're new to the channel, we post English learning conversations regularly, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next episode.
Today's topic looks simple, but it can completely change how people feel when they hear you speak English. We are talking about three small words: may, might, and must.
These words are short, very common, and easy to learn at a basic level. But here's the problem. Most learners understand the meaning, but they do not understand the effect.
Exactly. You can use the correct grammar, but still sound too strong, too cold, or even a little rude without realizing it.
And the opposite is also true. You can sound polite, soft, and natural just by choosing a different word, even if the situation stays exactly the same.
By the end of this episode, you will not only understand these words clearly, but you will also feel the difference between them. You will know how your sentence lands on the other person.
And that is the goal. Not just correct English, but effective English. The kind of English that improves your communication and your relationships.
So stay with us, because one small change in your word choice can completely change how people respond to you.
Let's get into it.
Before we explain anything, I want to tell you something that happened to me last week. It was a small situation, but it stayed in my mind longer than I expected.
That usually means there's a lesson inside it. What happened?
I sent a message to a colleague. I needed some information quickly, so I wrote, "You must send me the updated file today."
That sounds clear, but also a little strong.
Yes, and at that moment, I did not think about it. In my head, I was just being direct and efficient. I thought I was saving time.
And how did your colleague respond?
That is the interesting part. There was no reply for a long time. Then later, when we spoke, the tone felt slightly distant. Not angry, but not relaxed either.
So the message changed the feeling between you.
Exactly. The task was simple, but the word must made it feel heavier. It sounded like an order, not a request between colleagues.
And if you think about it now, would you change that sentence?
Yes, I would probably say, "Could you send me the updated file today?" Or even, "You might want to send it today so we can review it."
Same situation, same goal, but a very different feeling.
That is when I realized something important. These small words are not just about grammar. They carry weight. They change how people react to you.
And most learners are never taught this part. They learn the meaning, but not the impact.
Before we go deeper, I want to ask you something directly. Question for our audience. Think about a time when you used English and someone reacted in a way you did not expect. Maybe they sounded cold, surprised, or uncomfortable. What did you say, and how did they react? Write your answer in the comments.
That's a great question, because many of these situations come from small word choices, not big mistakes.
Exactly. And today, we're going to make that invisible part of English very clear.
So that next time, you don't just speak correctly, you speak with control.
Let's build the main idea for today, because once you understand this, everything else becomes simple. I want you to imagine something very practical, not grammar, not rules. Imagine a control system in your mind.
A system sounds useful. What kind of system?
I call it the confidence scale. Every time you speak, you're choosing how confident you sound. Not just what you say, but how sure you sound about it.
So this is not only about meaning, it's about how strong your statement feels.
Exactly. Think of it like levels from low to high. On one side, you're not sure at all. On the other side, you're almost completely certain.
So we have three zones: low, medium, and high.
Yes, and each of our three words lives in one of these zones. Might is low, may is medium, must is high.
That already feels simpler than memorizing many rules.
And here is the key idea. When you choose one of these words, you are not only sharing information, you are also sending a signal about your level of confidence.
So the listener is not just hearing the message, they are also feeling how sure you are.
Exactly. Let's break it down clearly. Low confidence means you are not sure, you are guessing, you are open to being wrong.
Medium confidence means there is a real possibility. You have some reason but not strong proof.
High confidence means you are almost certain, you see clear signs or evidence.
So the words are not random. Each one sits in a specific position on this scale.
Yes, and once you understand that, you stop guessing which word to use. You start choosing it based on how sure you feel.
That also explains why the same situation can sound different depending on the word.
Exactly. Now let's move step by step through each word and connect it to this scale. Let's start at the low end, might. This is when your confidence is low. You are not sure. You are simply making a guess.
So this is the safest option when you do not have information.
Yes, for example, he might be at home. This means I do not know where he is. I'm just guessing.
There's no pressure in that sentence. It sounds open and flexible.
Exactly. And that is why might feels soft. It does not push the listener. It leaves space for other possibilities.
Let's try another example. She might join us later.
Good. That means maybe yes, maybe no. You're not making a strong claim.
So if someone hears this, they understand that nothing is certain.
Yes, and that is important in communication. You are showing humility. You are saying, I could be wrong.
That makes your English sound more natural and polite.
Exactly. Now let's connect it to a real situation. Imagine someone asks, where is Alex? You say, he might be in a meeting.
That sounds natural, especially if you have no clear information.
Yes, you are not trying to sound confident. You're being honest about your uncertainty. Now let's move to the middle, may. This is medium confidence. There's a real possibility.
So you have some reason to think it's true, but you're not completely sure.
Exactly. For example, it may rain this evening.
That suggests you saw something, maybe clouds or a weather report.
Yes, there's some evidence, but not enough to be certain.
So compared to might, may sounds a little stronger.
Correct. It carries more confidence, but still leaves room for doubt.
Let me try one. The manager may be busy right now.
That works well. It shows a reasonable assumption, not a random guess.
So the listener feels that your statement has some support behind it.
Exactly. Now, here is something important. May also has another use. It is used for permission.
Right. For example, may I ask a question?
Yes, that is a polite and slightly formal way to ask.
So in professional or formal situations, may is very useful.
Exactly. And the response can also use may. Yes, you may.
That sounds structured and respectful.
Yes, so remember, may has two roles. One is medium confidence, the other is permission.
That is an important distinction for learners.
Now, let's go to the high end of the scale. Must. This is strong confidence. You are almost certain.
So this is not a guess anymore. It is a strong conclusion.
Exactly. For example, he must be at work.
That means you see evidence. Maybe his car is gone, or his schedule shows work.
Yes, you are not saying you know 100%, but you are very sure.
So the listener feels that your statement is solid.
Exactly. Now, here is something very important. Must has two different uses. First, strong guesses based on evidence. Second, obligation or rules.
Let's look at the second one. You must finish this today.
That is not a guess. That is an obligation. It sounds like a rule or an order.
So this is where the tone becomes strong.
Yes, and this is where many learners make mistakes. They use must when they only want to suggest something.
For example, saying, you must try this restaurant.
Exactly. That sounds too strong. It feels like pressure, not friendly advice.
A better option would be, you should try it, or you might want to try it.
Yes, that lowers the pressure and makes the sentence more natural.
So must should be used carefully.
Exactly. Use it when the situation is truly strong. Either you are almost certain or there is a real rule. Let's compare all three quickly using the same situation. He is late.
He might be stuck in traffic. He may be stuck in traffic. He must be stuck in traffic.
The meaning is similar, but the level of confidence changes.
Exactly. First sentence, low confidence. Second, medium confidence. Third, high confidence.
So the words act like levels, not separate ideas.
Yes, and once you feel these levels, you stop translating in your head, you start choosing naturally.
That is the goal, to feel the difference, not just understand it.
Now that we understand the confidence scale, we need to look at something even more important. This is where everything becomes real in daily communication.
You mean how these words affect the listener?
Exactly, because two sentences can have almost the same meaning, but create completely different reactions.
So this is not about grammar anymore. This is about impact.
Yes, let's take one simple situation and change only the word. You must send the report today. You may want to send the report today. You might want to send the report today.
The task is the same in all three sentences, but the feeling changes.
Exactly. The first sentence feels like an order. It sounds like the speaker has authority.
It can create pressure. The listener may feel they have no choice.
Right. Now, the second sentence, you may want to send the report today, feels softer.
It sounds more like guidance. It suggests a good idea, not a command.
And the third one, you might want to send the report today, feels even lighter.
It feels like a friendly suggestion, no pressure at all.
So here is the important idea. When your confidence goes up, the pressure on the listener also goes up.
And when your confidence goes down, the sentence feels softer and more open.
Exactly. That is why choosing the right word matters. You are not only choosing meaning, you're choosing how the other person feels.
Let's look at another example with advice. You must see a doctor. You may want to see a doctor. You might want to see a doctor.
The first one sounds serious. It may even create worry.
Yes, it feels like something is wrong and urgent.
The second one sounds careful and thoughtful.
And the third one sounds gentle and supportive.
So even when your intention is good, the wrong word can change the tone.
That is why learners sometimes feel confused. They think their grammar is correct, but the reaction is unexpected.
Exactly, because communication is not only about correctness, it is about how your message is received. Now, let's move to an important comparison, must versus have to. These two often confuse learners.
At first, they look the same. Both can show obligation.
Yes, but the source of the obligation is different. I must finish this report.
That sounds like a personal decision.
Exactly. It comes from inside. Maybe I feel responsible. Maybe I want to do it. Now compare it with, I have to finish this report.
That sounds external, like there's a deadline or a rule.
Yes, the pressure comes from outside, not from you.
So must is internal and have to is external.
That is a good way to remember it.
But in modern English, especially American English, people use have to more often.
Yes, in daily conversation, I have to go sounds natural. I must go can sound too formal or dramatic.
So learners should be careful not to overuse must in everyday speech.
Exactly. Save must for strong feelings or formal situations. Now let's compare must not and don't have to. These are often confused, but they have opposite meanings.
Let's start with must not.
You must not use your phone during the exam.
That means it is forbidden. It is a rule. You cannot do it.
It is like a stop sign.
Exactly. Now look at this. You don't have to use your phone.
That means it is optional. There is no requirement.
Yes, you can do it or not do it. It is your choice.
So must not is prohibition, and don't have to is freedom.
That is a very important difference. Mixing them can cause real misunderstanding.
So when you use these words, think about two things: your level of confidence and the effect on the listener.
Because one small word can change the tone of your entire sentence.
Exactly. And once you start noticing this, you will hear it everywhere in real conversations.
And more importantly, you will start controlling it in your own speech.
Now let's move into real-life situations, because this is where everything becomes practical. We're going to look at 3 short scenes. In each one, the situation is simple, but the word choice changes the feeling.
This is the point where many learners start to clearly notice the difference between these words.
Imagine you are working in an office and you need a file from your coworker. You decide to send a message. You write, "You must send me the file by 2 p.m."
The message is clear, but the tone is strong. It sounds like an adesh. Sorry, it sounds like an order.
Yes, and that tone can create distance. Even if your intention is simple, it may sound like you are giving a command instead of making a request.
Now let's change the sentence. Could you send me the file by 2 p.m.?
That sounds more cooperative. It feels like you are working together, not controlling the situation.
And if you want to reduce pressure even more, you can say, you might want to send the file by 2 p.m. so we have time to review it.
That version adds a reason. It sounds helpful and supportive instead of demanding.
So the task is the same, but the relationship changes depending on the word choice.
Exactly. In professional communication, tone is just as important as clarity. Now let's look at a situation with friends. Imagine your friend is not answering their phone, and someone asks where they are. You say, "She must be ignoring us."
That sounds very strong. It feels like you are making a serious judgment.
Yes, because must shows high confidence. It sounds like you are almost certain.
Now compare it with, she may be busy.
That sounds more neutral. It leaves space for different possibilities.
And if you say, she might be in a meeting, it sounds even softer.
Exactly. That shows patience and understanding.
So in social situations, softer language helps maintain a better connection.
Yes, it avoids negative assumptions and keeps the conversation positive. Now imagine you are in a cafe and you want to sit at a table that looks reserved. You speak to the staff. You say, "Can I sit here?"
That is natural and common in everyday English.
Yes, but in a slightly more formal situation, you could say, "May I sit here?"
That sounds more polite and respectful, especially when speaking to someone you do not know.
Now imagine you say, "I must sit here."
That would sound unnatural. It feels too strong and demanding.
Exactly. It sounds like you are insisting, not asking.
So in public interactions, choosing the right level of politeness is important.
Yes, and may is often the better choice when you want to sound respectful.
So in all 3 scenes, the situation stayed the same, but the feeling changed depending on the word choice.
That is the key idea. These words control tone, not just meaning.
Now let's test your understanding with a short quiz. We will correct mistakes and choose the right word.
Take a moment to think before each answer. This helps you learn more effectively.
Sentence 1. I must to finish this today. What is the correct form?
The correct sentence is, I must finish this today. We do not use to after must.
Sentence 2. You must come to my party. You are speaking to a friend. What is a better option?
A better option is, you should come to my party, or you might want to come. These sound more natural and less forceful.
Sentence 3. You must not come early. It is okay if you are late. What is the correct sentence?
The correct sentence is, you don't have to come early. Must not means something is forbidden, which is not the meaning here.
Sentence 4. He might is at home. What is the correct structure?
The correct sentence is, he might be at home. After might, we use the base form be.
Sentence 5. She must has finished the work. What is the correct form?
The correct sentence is, she must have finished the work. After must, we use have, not has.
Now choose the correct word. May, might, or must. Sentence 1. He be in the office. The lights are on. What word fits here?
The correct answer is must. There is strong evidence.
Sentence 2. It rain later. The sky is cloudy. What word fits here?
The correct answer is may. There is a real possibility.
Sentence 3. She join us later. I am not sure. What word fits here?
The correct answer is might. This shows low confidence.
Sentence 4. I ask a question. What word fits here?
The correct answer is may. This is a polite way to ask for permission.
Sentence 5. You not use your phone during the test. What word fits here?
The correct answer is must not. This shows a rule or prohibition.
Sentence 6. We leave now. There is no reason to stay. What word fits here?
A natural answer is might. This suggests a soft decision.
Sentence 7. They have left already. The room is empty. What word fits here?
The correct answer is must.
If you understood most of these, you are already improving your control of these words.
And if some parts were difficult, that is completely normal. The goal is to practice and notice the differences over time.
Let's review everything one more time, slowly and clearly. This is your chance to repeat and fix the ideas in your mind.
We will go step by step. Listen carefully and focus on the meaning and the feeling of each phrase.
Might be.
Might be. Low confidence. A simple guess. Example, she might be at the library.
May be.
Maybe. Medium confidence. A real possibility. Example, it may be difficult to find a seat.
Must be.
Must be. High confidence. A strong guess based on evidence. Example, he must be tired after working all day.
Might have.
Might have. A guess about the past with low confidence. Example, I might have left my keys at home.
Might have. A guess about the past with low confidence. Example, I might have left my keys at home.
May have. A possible situation in the past. Example, they may have already started the meeting.
May have. A possible situation in the past. Example, they may have already started the meeting.
Must have. A strong conclusion about the past based on evidence. Example, she must have finished the project.
Must have. A strong conclusion about the past based on evidence. Example, she must have finished the project.
May I? A polite way to ask for permission. May I use your phone for a moment?
May I? A polite way to ask for permission. May I use your phone for a moment?
You may. Giving permission in a formal or polite way. Example, you may enter the room now.
You may. Giving permission in a formal or polite way. Example, you may enter the room now.
Must not. A rule. Something is not allowed. Example, you must not park here.
Must not. A rule. Something is not allowed. Example, you must not park here.
Don't have to. No obligation. It is your choice. Example, you don't have to come early.
Don't have to. No obligation. It is your choice. Example, you don't have to come early.
When you listen to these again, focus on the level of confidence and the feeling they create.
Because understanding the meaning is only the first step. Feeling the difference is what makes your English natural.
At the beginning of this episode, we said these are small words, but now you can see they are not small in effect.
They change how your message is received. They change how people feel when they hear you.
When you choose might, you sound open and careful. When you choose may, you sound balanced and thoughtful. When you choose must, you sound strong and certain.
And the important thing is that now you can choose intentionally. You are not guessing anymore.
That is real progress in English. Not just correct sentences, but controlled communication.
So next time you speak or write, take a moment and think, what level of confidence do you want to show?
And what feeling do you want the other person to have?
That one small decision can change the entire conversation.
If this episode helped you, make sure to subscribe to Talk Ava. We post new episodes regularly to help you improve your English step by step.
You can also share this episode with a friend who is learning English. It can help them avoid common mistakes and sound more natural.
And do not forget to practice. The more you use these words, the more natural they will feel.
Thank you for spending this time with us.
We will see you in the next episode.
See you next time.